सन्तोषतपस्वाध्याय ईश्वरप्रणिधानानि नियमाः.
What are the niyamas? Shaucha, purity, cleanliness, inside and outside. And then santosha, contentment, happiness, being happy. Yeah. If you're keeping a long face all the time, nobody would like to be with you, nor you find yourself being comfortable with yourself. Santosha, the contentment, happiness is again another rules that need to be followed. Yeah. Shaucha, santosha, tapa, penance. Some amount of tapas everybody has to do. Don't think everyone will always praise you. Someone may insult you. You have to swallow that and hold to that and not just blow up. Yeah, this is tapa. Forbearance, penance, tapas, swadhyaya, self-study, and being aware of oneself, and then Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender to the divinity, devotion to the divinity.
शौचात् स्वाङ्गजुगुप्सा परैरसंसर्गः.
Through cleanliness and purity, one develops an attitude of disinterest towards one's own body and becomes disinclined towards contacting the bodies of others.
Yeah, Shaucha is cleanliness. Cleanliness and both inner and outer cleanliness of the body. It's important. See, in India, say namaste. You don't shake hand. In some way, it is good in the tropical climates. In many ways, it is good. In the tropical climates, there is sweat coming from everybody's hand, and you keep doing shake hands with so many people, and then you imbibe all those different bacteria. We all have microbes. Even in our forehead, there are 3 different types of mites. One live on the edge of the eyebrows, one in the middle, one on the hairline. 3 different types of microbes live in our own body, and they don't cross their lines. They have their territories, they live like that. Similarly, our nostrils have different microbes. There are bacteria in our skin, in our sweat, in our body. You keep doing shake hands, keep hugging others. We are exchanging our bacteria. Especially in a hot climate like this. It's not advisable. Isn't it? It's not hygiene. Even the Queen of England, she shakes hand with others with a gloves on. They don't shake hand like that. They put a gloves and shake hand with others. Certain hygiene. So namaste is a very safe way of greeting and keeping the purity. In the cold climates, it's not an issue so much. In the cold climates, you are wearing dresses, blouses, and you are not sweating so much. In the tropical and hot climates, when you are sweating so much, it's better not to be in touch with each other. That doesn't add to the purity. So when you are sweating so much, do you feel pure? Do you feel pure and fresh? No, you want to just take a shower and feel fresh. So, Shaucha Swangai Jigupse Parai Rasansargaha, not craving for other things. And then, what are the benefit of this?
Sattva-shuddhi saumanasyaikagra indriya-jaya atma-darshana-yogyattvani cha.
What is the benefit of Shaucha? Sattva-shuddhi, clarity in the intellect, or purity in the intellect. Sattva-shuddhi. You can try this. If you don't contact, touch, or crave for anything else, then your mind is more focused. Sattva-shuddhi, Saumanasya, mind is pleasant, happy, pleasant. Saumanasya, chitta ekagrata, there is focus in your attention, in your awareness increases. Focus in the awareness increases. And then, Indriya Jayatva, you have a say over your senses, and Atma Darshana Yogyatvani, ability to realize the self comes with practicing of this Shaucha. So many benefits are there. If you don't want any of this, never mind. But you want purity in the intellect, sharpness in the awareness, then you practice to whatever extent you can. Now, this Shaucha does not apply to mother and the children, parents and the children, husband and wife. No, it doesn't apply there. Shaucha is beyond these relationships. A baby comes and hugs the mother any time, and it is not called a Shaucha. But if you are in a relationship, and when you break your relationship, you undergo big time misery, isn't it? How many of you had this experience? Raise your hand. Don't worry about others. You have gotten into relationship. This is called sansarga dosha. The association of someone, and when you part from that, misery comes up in you. And this is ashaucha. That's why whenever somebody dies in someone's house, the misery takes over. That period is called ashaucha. Means there is no shaucha then. There is no purity. Because the mind is polluted by sadness. Mind is afflicted by sadness. So for those 10 days in India, they consider it ashaucha. Nobody else goes and touches them. If they touches them, they take a bath. The association of miserable person is to be avoided, because those miseries come inside of you. This doesn't mean that you should not do service. Miserable people are those who need the service most. When you are doing service, ashaucha doesn't happen to you. It's not there. But when you are associating with a negative mindset or miserable mindset, you will see those things get into you also. So, shaucha, the purity, can bring in clarity of mind, focus of mind, happiness in yourself, and ability to realize the self. Atma Darshana Yogyatvani. Yeah.
Santoshad anuttama sukhalabha.
From contentment comes unparalleled happiness.
We are not content with what we have. We are not content with what we don't have. We are miserable with what we don't have, and we are miserable with what we have also. We have to get out of this vicious cycle. Contentment. If today you are going to die, how you want to die? Well, I am fine, done all that. I have enjoyed enough. I have had all the, not to say enough is enough. That is sign of frustration. But I am content. I have enough. That is contentment. Enough is frustration. But it's all enough. I have abundance. That is contentment. Practicing this again and again. But your craving things are not going to appear. And contentment is not in any way in opposition with creativity. It does not make you complacent. Contentment is not complacent, I tell you. Neither frustration is creativity. Contentment, every step brings you unparalleled parallel happiness.
कायेन्द्रियसिद्धिरशुद्धिक्षयात् तपसः
Doing tapas brings purity to your body and senses, removes the impurities and makes them strong. I appreciate here the Jains saints a lot. See, they walk barefooted in the summer, in the winter. They wear only very little clothes. And they walk miles and miles and miles. They are not allowed to sit in any vehicle. No, what is the impact of it? Not liberation. Please do not mistake that as anyone who has taken lot of strain on their body gets liberated. But one thing for sure, Kayendriya Siddhi, their body becomes very strong. Very few of them fall sick. They don't fall sick because their body is Kayendriya Siddhi. Their senses and body becomes very strong. Ashuddhiksha, impurities goes out of the body. So tapas is needed not for liberation but to bring purity to your body and senses.
स्वाध्यायादिष्टदेवता संप्रयोगः.
From self-study and reflection, one attains contact with the underlying natural reality or force.
Ishta Devata Sampramosha is the contact with the subtle divinity that can come to in any form, either some form or some light or some vibration or feelings. This is what will happen. See, when you do yajna, meditation, tapas, certain vibration takes over you. How many of you experience this? Whenever you sit in big homas, pujas, do you feel some vibrations? That is Ishta Devata Sampramosha. Participating in a yajna is also part of Swadhyaya. This is also called Kuhara. Kuhara has two meanings. One is tickling. So, there is a sutra in Vigyan Bhairav said, by tickling you can get enlightenment. People interpret as tickling. It's not tickling. Kuhara also means yajna, participating in the yajna or listening to the chanting of the mantras, devotional hymns, or any of this uplifts the energy, and then you experience the subtle divine beings. Get contact with the subtle divine beings.
समाधिसिद्धिरीश्वर प्रणिधानात्.
From an attitude of letting go or surrender, the state of perfect samadhi is attained.
If you are holding on anything inside you, samadhi is impossible. You have to let go of everything. Ishvara Pranidhana simply means being like a child in the lap of the mother. You let go of everything. When a child is lying on the lap of the mother to sleep, it doesn't hold on anything, it just lets go everything. Don't tell me it is holding on to the pacifier, Guruji. It's holding on to some symbols. No, really, child, don't go into that detail of an example. Okay? Letting go, not holding anything back, letting go of everything, offering to the infinite divine being. Samadhi happens to you. The perfection in samadhi, samadhi siddhir, means perfection in samadhi is attained. You may get some samadhi, little glimpse of emptiness, little quietness, but you have to achieve the perfection in samadhi. Ishvara Pranidhana is very essential. Even an atheist and agnostics can attain samadhi, but cannot perfect the samadhi. You can experience a glimpse of samadhi. An atheist can experience a little glimpse of samadhi. More possible. Making mind empty, you don't need to believe in God. Or you don't need to believe in anything. You don't have to have faith in anything also. You can just make your mind blank for some time. That's okay. But to attain perfection in samadhi, having the mind blank is only a beginning of samadhi, not the end of samadhi. But to gain perfection in it, that soulful offering where you're letting go of everything that you hold on to, or you offer yourself to the divinity, is essential. Samadhi siddhir Ishvara pranidhana.
Vamos nos sentar com um sorriso, relaxar e aproveitar a meditação com o Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. Nos sentamos cômoda e confortavelmente e fechamos os olhos. Tomamos uma inspiração profunda e expire com o som do Ha. Novamente, inspire e expire pela boca. A inspiração energiza o corpo e a expiração relaxa o corpo. Inspire novamente e lentamente expire. Enquanto você expira, relaxe os braços, ombros. Vamos levar a nossa atenção para a região do umbigo. Traga toda a sua atenção ao umbigo, estômago, abdômen, fígado, essa região. Inspire, enquanto expira, expanda o seu estômago. Enquanto expira, traz o seu umbigo para dentro. Aperta a sua barriga, seu estômago. E enquanto você expira, traz novamente o umbigo e relaxe. Tome consciência do peso do seu corpo. Novamente, tome uma inspiração profunda. Enquanto você expira lentamente, coloque o peso do seu corpo onde está sentado.
become aware of any unpleasant feeling.
Tome consciência de qualquer sensação ou sentimento desagradável.
And just accept them. Do not try
E apenas
to
os
get rid of any
aceite.
unpleasant feeling.
Não tente se livrar de nenhuma sensação desagradável.
Little more attention.
Um pouco mais de atenção na região do seu umbigo.
Let this feeling of jealousy,
Deixe que esse
loss,
sentimento de inveja, ciúmes, traição apenas esteja aí.
consolidate.
Deixe que ele se consolide.
Let any negative feeling
Deixe
that is
qualquer
there
sentimento
solidify.
negativo que estiver aí se solidifique enquanto você inspira e expira.
Breathe in and breathe out.
Inspire e expire.
Accept all these negative emotions.
Aceite todas essas emoções negativas.
Let them be there.
Deixe que elas estejam aí.
With a smile on your face.
Com um sorriso no
take another deep
rosto,
breath
tome
in
mais uma inspiração
and breathe out.
e expire.
Breathe in with a smile.
Inspire com um
and breathe
sorriso
out with a smile.
e expire com um sorriso.
If you're feeling a sense of loss,
Se você estiver sentindo perda, luto,
or love,
inveja
just let it be.
ou amor, apenas deixe
Have
estar.
your attention on the stomach,
Tenha sua atenção no estômago, no fígado, no abdômen,
navel,
na região do umbigo.
observe your breath.
Observe sua respiração.
It's either steady or
Ela está
shaky.
estável ou inconstante.
It's either warm or
Ela está morna ou fria.
take a few deeper
Tome
breaths.
algumas respirações mais profundas.
And keep relaxing your
E
whole body.
continue relaxando todo o corpo.
Dive into that sense of loss.
Mergulhe na sensação de perda.
negative feelings and sensations.
Receba todas as sensações e emoções negativas de braços abertos.
Embrace all the negative feelings.
Receba todos os sentimentos negativos,
Discomfort.
inquietações, desconforto.
Once again, take a deep breath with
Novamente, tome uma inspiração com um sorriso e expire com um sorriso.
We're not in a hurry to get rid of
Não
any
estamos com pressa para nos livrar de nenhum estresse.
We'll assimilate the stress.
Nós vamos assimilar o estresse e transformá-lo.
Few more deep breaths.
Mais algumas inspirações profundas,
For our breath can bring metamorphosis.
pois a nossa respiração pode trazer a metamorfose.
It can change all the negative feelings.
Ela pode mudar todos os sentimentos negativos em paz e amor.
Become aware of your mind.
Tome consciência da sua mente.
Your mind is surrounding the body,
Sua mente está rodeando o
permeating
corpo
every particle of your body.
e permeando cada partícula do seu corpo.
You are in and outside the
Você está dentro e fora do corpo.
Our attention can transform mud to gold,
A nossa atenção pode transformar
gold to diamond, and all negative feelings can become peace and compassion.
Todos os sentimentos negativos podem se tornar paz e compaixão. Mantenha sua atenção na região do umbigo e observe qualquer sensação agradável ou desagradável. Uma inspiração mais profunda e relaxe.
Let every particle of our being be
Deixe que cada partícula do seu ser esteja pacífico,
every cell in our body be rested.
que cada célula no seu corpo esteja em descanso neste exato momento.
Another deep breath in.
Mais uma inspiração profunda.
And as you breathe out,
E enquanto você expira, relaxe mais.
let go all your
Deixe
efforts.
ir todos os seus esforços
Simply relax.
e simplesmente relaxe.
Shanno astu dvipade Sham chatushpade Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly and gradually
Lenta e gradualmente,
become aware
tome
of body
consciência
and
do
surroundings.
corpo e do ambiente.
Take another deep
Tome
breath
mais uma
in.
inspiração profunda.
And as you breathe out,
E enquanto você expira, relaxe ainda mais.
once again,
Novamente,
take a deep breath
tome uma
in.
inspiração profunda.
And as you slowly
E
breathe
enquanto lentamente expira,
out,
você pode abrir os olhos.